Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope all is well with you guys. All is well with me. We're going to go ahead and jump into this reading. If anything about it resonates with you in any shape, form, or fashion, do like, share, and subscribe. And if the hype button is illuminated, go ahead and hype your girl up. I'd like to thank all of my new subscribers for subscribing to my channel. I want to thank my day ones for staying tuned in. That wasn't good. Charlotte. Okay, let me get this together. Alright. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and jump in. At the bottom of the deck, we have Encounter. Oh, Meet by Chance, Love at First Sight, Crush. Okay, somebody got a crush on you, collective. You got a crush on somebody, collective. What's up? Look, you know what? I saw those two cards at the bottom of the deck as I was shuffling, but I didn't take it out. Now I'm gonna definitely make sure I keep this encounter card. Okay, now look at it. We got Street, Silence, and Encounter. Somebody had met somebody, could have been at an exhibit, a game, a street vendor, an outdoor concert, someplace outdoors, or a farmer's market. Someone had met someone and they want to keep it on the low. They don't want to tell anybody about this new person that they've met. They keeping that shit hush hush. And you know what? I'm going to tell you what. That's how you have to do in your relationships. You can't tell everybody your business. You can't tell everybody how you moving. Because everyone isn't going to be happy for you, one. And then next thing you know, baby, it's some real shady, sneaky, creepy individuals out here in the world. They see you happy. They see you moving along, doing your thing, happy-go-lucky, and they jealous of that. You know, I mean, like, for real, people get jealous of that. They can't stand to see somebody else happy. So therefore, they always trying to put their mouth on somebody. And I'm not talking about in a good way. They speak on folks. Sing was at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling it again. Let's see, what else do we have? Tell us more about this situation. Tell us more about this crush, this encounter. And it was totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. Look. Look for investigation, explore, search. Okay. Let's see. This here flipped out. And it was running away, get away, keep away, give up. But it was in the reverse. Somebody don't want to walk away from a situation. Somebody could have ghosted someone. That's now it's making sense with this look for. Because I'm like, look for what? You know what I'm saying? Someone could have ghosted someone. I don't really think it's the person that you met. It could be someone else. And whoever this individual is, they doing their own little investigation. They looking for you. They trying to see what you up to. They trying to see who you spending time with. Yeah, looking at you in the daylight with a flashlight. Running away. Guess what? Whoever this individual is doing this looking. They don't want you to get away, collective. They are not going to give up. They are going to keep pursuing you as long as they can. You know, but it's at the bottom of the deck. But you're going through a change, a transformation. What you used to like, you no longer like. But whoever this individual is, they're gonna show up on your doorstep. Because the only thing they can think about is how you make them feel. Okay. Yeah. Then you make them feel at home. You make them feel like wherever you are, that's where they belong. Okay, look, somebody's sitting in front of a door waiting for somebody to come home. Okay, and then we got drinks. Whoever this individual is could be drinking themselves into a little stupor. They fall asleep drunk or intoxicated. You get what I'm saying? They can't sleep at night. They can't. Yep, somebody is not feeling someone here. Finances could be a problem, but you happy being single. Yes, there was a breakup, you know, and it says the other side, shadow. They feel like you guys have unfinished business. Yep. Finances could be the catalyst of the breakup, why you guys aren't talking anymore. Okay, usually when you see a shadow or something like that, that gives me somebody need to work on their dark side. Somebody got some dark energy about them that the other person just can't tolerate. It's hard to coexist with this individual when they drink all the time, and there are other reasons why, but we haven't gotten into all of that. We got cool down, crown talent. Okay, they want to stay hopeful, but you pay attention to your intuition and do whatever the hell it is you know you need to do. Let's see what else we got for this individual, and then we're going to jump into the tarot. So far we know that you could have met someone on the street. You could have met them at an outdoor event, but you're keeping it on the low. Okay, you're not telling anybody. All right? You could have gone through your transformation. You could have worked on your shadow side while you were with this individual, and whatever they used to do in the past no longer is, it's not, you don't see it as cute or funny or whatever. Like y'all could have been drinking a lot, drinking buddies, drinking a lot, together. And once you decided you were going to stop drinking because it could have gotten expensive with things being as high as they are right now all over the world. You could have given that up because you were like, nah, I think I'm going to have to fall back. I can't keep up. I'm not trying to keep spending lunch money, gas money, grocery money on alcohol, on whining and dining and trying to have what so-called fun I pass. That's somebody's energy. Somebody's going to show up to your doorstep. They're going to surprise you. Because you weren't expecting this individual to come by. You weren't expecting that. They want to know why you haven't showed up. They so used to you coming over and spending time with them and this and the third. And they want to know what's going on. They are deep in their thoughts. Yeah. But you'd rather be single. That's what we got. Single and break up right here side by side. You'd rather be single than to keep dealing with this individual. You said, no, you need to go work on your shadow side. And then that last card, what is it? Unfinished business. It's not over. Back and forth. Baggage. Well, somebody is sick and tired of the baggage. That's 9 of Wands energy is given. Somebody is sick and tired of the baggage. And for them, it is over. Whatever they fabricate in their pretty little mind, you don't give no. And you know what to put up behind that, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Let's see, what else would this person like to say? Or what's going on with this person? I took the easy way out. And you see it fell on breakup, don't you? Somebody could have taken the easy way out. They said, I'm not getting ready to go back and forth. I know that. I'm not getting ready to argue with you. I'm not going in circles. My last reading, go look at it. It's about somebody going in circles. I don't know if we're going to take all 3 of these cards, but I guess we're going to. I know more than you think. I hope I will see you again sometime. And your body language says so much. They felt you pulling back from them collective. They felt that you were pulling away your energy. You were, you weren't really into them as you used to be. They think they know about you and this person, this new crush you got, although you're keeping it on the low. You're not doing a whole lot of talking about it. They think they, know something about you or that person. But they really feel like they got some unfinished business because they want to see you again. When will I see you again? Yeah, that's what they're going through right now. Your body's language saying so much, yeah, because you pulled back your energy. You weren't trying to be bothered with this individual. And I know more than you think. Okay, well, we're going to put that on silence because we prove it. Prove it. Prove you know more than what they think. Okay, what else we have here? Let it go. Thank you for leaving me. That's what you saying. They thought they were doing you a disservice or whatever and pulling away their energy from you, collective. You was like, no, thank you. Okay? Thank you very much. I feel so good knowing that your ass is going on about your business because now I can live my solo dolo single life however I choose. And those are someone's sentiments. Trust the process. It might take you a minute to get past this person, but baby, you will. Okay, what else do we have? Because these cards are acting crazy, falling all in my lap and shit. What else do we have? Anything else we need to know about this individual? I don't know how they got in the reverse. Sometimes I hear your voice. Yeah, I bet they do hear your voice. They sit back home and they think about you. They sit there to get that bourbon or whatever it is, and they little glass, and they get to thinking about you, collective. They sure do. Can they give us anything for this person not wanting to go anywhere? I forgive you. That's what they say. They forgiving you, collective. They forgiving you for leaving them. Okay? For real. They didn't want to leave, or you didn't want to leave, or somebody didn't want to leave, but you had to anyway. But just know that they forgive that part. You could have just left them high and dry. You didn't tell them much about what you were getting ready to do. I know you're watching me. You could be telling them that because they are. Look, deep thinking. They thinking about you. They watching you. I pretend you don't mean that much, okay? You know better. You know better than that, collective. If you don't mean that much, then guess what? Why they looking for you? Why they looking for you? Why they run around town asking about you? Why they hitting up all their little co-workers or friends or whoever that you two could have had, dealings with, acquaintances? Why they looking for you? They need to stop lying. Somebody is straight up lying about not wanting to be with you, collective. They are a bold-faced lie. What else do we have? And then we're going to jump into this tarot because I don't mean for this to be a long-ass reading. It says, I can still see you standing there. Yeah, I bet they can. They can still see you standing there. You know what I just forgot? Somebody could have seen you. They could have been watching you at this event and you didn't even know this person was there. For somebody, let me tell you something. For somebody listening to this video, you and your person were at the same event at the same time. You got to witness them talking to and being very cozy with someone else. But you fell back. You wanted to see just how far they were going to take it. And they took it there. They did. They really took it there. Let's go ahead and jump into this tarot so we can get this thing over with. It's all good though. You know what it is. Yes, you do. There's a lot of things that they wish they could have said, but they didn't. They held on to whatever it was. Look, at the bottom of the deck, we have none other than the death card. This person is saying this shit is over with, or you saying it's over with. Somebody don't want to be bothered. Whoever this uninvited guest is, I'm picking up on this uninvited guest. They can get turned the hell around. Somebody is not going to be dealing with this individual. Is there anything else we need to know about the situationship? Anything? What else do we need to know? That they've been keeping secrets. They haven't been telling the truth. They've been keeping everything to themselves. And you need to follow your intuition. Someone is fearful of something coming to an end. Okay? They know that they have been deceptive. They know that somebody is very anxious about whether or not this situationship or relationship is going to go any further. But I can tell you right now, it's not. It's done. It's over. And somebody's feeling real insecure about it. But they're going to keep that part to themselves. You getting ready to go on a totally new journey. You having a change. You getting ready to start something new. You looking at going in a totally different direction from whatever it is you've been dealing. Whatever it is you've been doing. You're going to do like, some people might do a whole 360. For those, some might do a 180. But you getting ready to change your whole program. And you are looking forward to it. Yes, you are. What else do we have? That person, wherever you going, collective, they don't fit. They no longer fit. Look, they no longer fit. And that's why they anxious. You see, I said anxious. Somebody is going through some real anxiety right now. They are experiencing some real anxiety. Yes, they are. What else about this individual? Yeah. Didn't I say this encounter? You two gonna be all right. Okay? You're gonna be just fine. There's a lot of compatibility going on. This person makes you happy. Okay? You're gonna feel like, damn, this is my soulmate. You know what I'm saying? Where you been all this time? They're gonna balance out your life. Okay? You have a strong mutual attraction for one another. Strong connection, and it could, whatever the situation is, it could lead to marriage. And that's going to be another thing. Your ex is going to be wondering, well, damn, you were with me for X amount of years and you never put a ring on my finger, or you never, you know, when I asked you to marry me, you wouldn't. Look, we got the 3 of Wands, a lot of passion here. We got the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and what is this? The 3 of Wands? Yeah. You two are going to have a lot of fun together. You two are going to have a lot of fun together. A lot of passion here. There's a lot of passion here. And then look, that 2 of Wands too. And over here with this 2 of Cups. You two are going to have a very loving, passionate life. Okay? All right? There isn't going to be any stagnation here, no laziness, no. It's both of you going to, put forth a lot of effort to make the relationship work. It isn't going to be a one-sided situation. They're not. Whoever this individual is, it's not. Look, when you look at these wands, you got the Knight of Wands, you got the 3 of Wands, and you got the another wand here. I was getting ready to say that's giving 4 of Wands energy, but it's actually giving 5 of Wands energy. Whoever this person is that you're dealing with, if you look, 5 of Wands, I just picked it up. Listen, whoever you dealing with, this ex person, they're not gonna give up without a fight. You best believe that. They ain't going down easy. Let me see what this is. It keeps sticking to my arm. But know this, it's going, your relationship, this new relationship that you developing is going to be very successful. They could try to come around and cause whatever issues, problems they want to cause, but baby, let me tell you something, it's not going to work. Nothing they say, do, or whatever is going to work. Okay? Nothing. Okay? Whoever this individual is, they're not going to waste any time pursuing you. They don't have time to be playing games. They're very passionate about whatever it is they pursue. I mean, passion, like they don't let up. They don't let go. Once they find something they want or like or whatever, you best believe they're going to do whatever it is they got to do to have it. And it's going to come with some issues. This person that you leaving behind, they're not going to want to see that. They're not going to want to hear that shit. But they don't have a choice in the matter. They really don't. It's a lot of wand energy on this table, and that's Aries, Leo, Sag energy, baby. Aries, Leo, Sag. Then we have the Death card. I don't know. I think is the Death card Virgo. I believe so. Put it in the comments if whatever it is. What's after that? Look, 9 of Wands. They gonna give up. They gonna get tired. Because this individual isn't going to let up either. Whoever you had this close encounter with, they're not going to let up off you. They know what they want, they know what they like, and they ain't giving up. You can best believe that. And it will be very successful, this union that you have with this individual. This person, you two have a lot in common. They like to travel, they like to try new things, they like to go to new places, you know what I'm saying? And everything like that. This situation is going to seem like it's moving fast. Somebody's going to get a ring. And I'm going to tell you what, I promise you, it's going to happen so fast. You might deal with this individual for like 6 weeks. Next thing you know, you engaged. 6 more weeks, you married. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to move. That's how things are going to progress. Yeah. You don't have anything to worry about with this connection, that this new connection, this new encounter that you've had, and continue to play your cards close to your chest. Don't tell everybody whatever it is you got going on, family, friends, whatever, associates. This person think they know whatever it is you're up to, because they could have followed you, collective. They could have been watching you and you didn't even realize it. And they were watching you because you could have been just acting differently towards them. Maybe you weren't as nice, wasn't as giving, wasn't as talkative, whatever, wasn't as physical. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. So they could have been following you and witnessed the fact that you were dealing with someone else or had met someone. Something tells me they could still be following you, so be careful, collective. Check your car. Take your car to the car wash, or check your car, get a metal detector. I don't know what the hell, a mirror, whatever the case is, and look under your car and make sure you don't have anything on it that can follow you. Yeah. You guys are going to develop, you're just going to plan things around each other. You're going to, the lifestyle you want, the whatever it is, the kids you want, or whatever the case, it's all going to come together. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing I can say about this person is they're going to be very consistent. When they set a goal, they're going to accomplish it. Whatever they say they're going to do, they're going to do it. You know what I mean? You won't have to second guess this individual's actions. You won't have to second guess this person's motives, whatever the reasoning behind whatever it is they do. You won't have to do any of that, collective. That's good. I like this. I like this reading so far, but I'm going to wrap it up in just a minute. Yeah, tell us, is there anything else we need to know about this couple? Let's see, is there anything we need to know about this old couple, the one that's going out the door? Anything we need to know about the person that's going out the door? Is there anything we need to know? Is there anything we need to know about the person that's leaving, that's being booted out? Look, they feel like they've been left out in the freaking cold. They feel like you turn your back on them right when things could have been trying to get good, but it took them too long, baby. And you ain't have a lot of time for the BS. You don't have time for stagnation. This person is not in that page energy at all. They rather sit back and watch you do everything or whatever. They just don't put much effort into anything. Tell us more about this new person that this person is going to. 9 of Cups. Wishes coming true, realizing dreams, happiness, cheerful. That's their energy. They're joyful. They're pleasant to be around. You understand what I'm saying? It's totally different when you with that other person. They could talk about money all the time. They talk about whatever they lack. They just constantly talking about, I need this, I need that. Every time you turn around, they need something. Every time you turn around, their hand is out. You get sick of that. And look, finances is right here. Okay, your finances, I don't see your finances as being bad, but whoever this individual is that you were dealing with, their finances are bad. Okay, what have they done? I mean, seriously. What have they accomplished in their life? They want to live the good life. They want to put on like they living a good life and everything like that. They want the outsiders to see them shining and everything like that. But what's going on the inside stinks. They're not who they say they are. Okay, they're not who they say they are. And that's why you going on about your business. This person could be doing a lot of self-sabotaging. All right, but you don't give a damn. You done. You have separated yourself from this deceptive, lying, low vibing individual. You someplace celebrating, having a good time, as you should. Is there anything else we need to know about this reading? Is there anything else we need to know about this reading? Look, yes, that your King of Cups is right around the corner. You're getting ready to meet whoever this person you had this encounter with. They're very mature, calm, okay, friendly, sympathetic, all the things, all the traits that this person lacked. Wise, they're tolerant, diplomatic, yeah, balanced, affectionate, romantic, charming, devoted, family oriented, generous. That's who your new encounter was with. Someone like that. Whoever this other individual is, they full of shit. This is the second time, and I shuffled this card out, these cards real good, but this is the second time I've seen this Five of Swords. It's just giving your person is going to feel defeated because you walked away from they behind. But you don't have to stay where you're not happy. Don't force your stay in an environment you don't feel good about. You ain't doing nothing but wasting your time. And those good years, this person's communication skills were all off. Yeah. You do not need to be dealing with a bad communicator, somebody that don't know how to open their mouth and say what they want. We got a lot of cup energy over here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Anything else? And then we're going to wrap this horse and pony show up. I don't know why, y'all. I just be feeling so... Ugh. Look. King of Wands. Don't get it twisted. Whoever this person is, yeah, they very passionate. They are very passionate. They like a lot of bedroom action. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So if you're not up for that, you might as well go run, because this individual, they like that maybe 2-3 times a day. That's what I'm picking up from that. Yeah, they that mushy, sensitive, kissy, huggy type person. You know what I'm saying? Some people can tolerate that, some people cannot. All right? But that's how they are. This masculine, whoever this masculine is in this equation, he's coming at you like, yeah, I really dig you. I really want you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be with anybody else. They're going to worry you. When it comes to the bedroom, they're going to worry you to no end. I promise. Yep, because it's a lot of wine energy on this table. It could be it could be an Aries, Leo, Sag dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. Take it however it resonates. And if it doesn't resonate, then fine. I'm sure somebody in this, somebody will be able to click with it. Yeah. So if the message resonates with you, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Tell me what your thoughts are. If even if it doesn't resonate, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the video. All right. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and light.